Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, you can completely go and see through me on this. So this is the pains and suffering of a green screen, because this is meant to be yellow, God only knows. But we actually have a very intriguing topic over here that's kind of sparked a lot of debate and a lot of comments when it comes to, well, the ongoing issues of the PlayStation, the Xbox, and, well, those consoles and consoles as a whole. Now, as you guys probably know, there's some pretty basic stuff when it comes to, like, you know, PlayStation sell a little bit more. Like, okay, like maybe Switch 2 is its own kind of like separate vibe. Okay, well, there's a lot of really big basics out there that I think a lot of people can appreciate, but also understand too as well. But we had a very intriguing thing that sparked a lot of controversy from IGN, funny enough, is that they were saying, is this console war now finally over? Is PlayStation, Xbox done? Can we finally go do different things? And it's a little bit intriguing because there is actually a few things they bring up that is somewhat out of the norm. And I'm going to highlight some of these right over here to kind of give my thoughts and opinions as we go through it, where, well, consoles actually might not even be the major big figurehead in the first place, and of course as well, PC, mobile, and a lot of other various places might be taking over more than people expect. Now, I do think the high level that PlayStation versus Xbox, I think the numbers do kind of speak for themselves, but at the same exact time, we still do have the Switch versus the PlayStation, and well, it's a lot of other various things to talk about. So let's go talk about it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, and as well, we also do have a pretty cool little introduction and little, I guess, like product sponsor we're gonna go and play for you guys as of right this second. Thank you so much, Titan Army, for sending me over one of the coolest gaming monitors I've ever had a chance to go and see, and this is the P2510S gaming monitor. If you guys want to go pick one on up, we have a link down below with a special discount code, which is just SBP2510S, and if you guys want to go and also have the Amazon link down below and check it out, you guys are very welcome to. They had a chance to send me out this monitor, and I'm showing up a little bit of, like, on my phone footage. I'd like to go do a little bit more of an in-depth shout out for them in the near future, but overall, if you guys want to go pick up a really nice, well-priced 1440p, 240Hz gaming monitor over here, it just looks beautiful, looks great for your PlayStation, for your Xbox, or even for your PC itself. Go and check on the link down below. It supports me and supports them, and of course as well, you always just want to have maybe a nice little occasional monitor upgrade, you know. I don't know, I kind of like game with higher hertz, but that's just me. So thank you so much, Titan Army. We have the link down below, like I said. Let's go on with the video itself. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed that, and of course subscribe and leave a like and your thoughts and comments, all that stuff down below, and let's dive into the end of the console war. So as you guys probably know, we've been seeing people back and forth on Twitter, on Reddit, on YouTube comments, even sometimes on this channel itself, that, oh my god, I love Xbox, oh my god, I can't live without my Xbox, PlayStation's the best console ever, oh my god, I love playing on my Switch if you're 7 years old. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are kind of all over the place when it comes to console and console news. And well, I do want to say my own thoughts on this is that the console war does seem like it's definitely making its next big strides. Mainly because Xbox is tapering out. They're doing different perspectives. They're trying to put stuff on mobile, on computers, on laptops, on TVs. And PlayStation still is tinkering around, trying to get the PSVR 2 stuff out there, trying to go get the Portal out there. A new PSP has been rumored, and of course the console itself. But right now, people are, well, all over the place. And they're saying over here, this is kind of what I'm saying, is that there's been just drama everywhere when it comes to PC, magazines, TikToks, or whatever. But at the same time, is this console war truly being waged? The video game industry has gone through immense change in the last year, let alone over the previous 2 decades, and gamers' habits, preferences, and options have also increased exponentially, in part of thanks to the rise of handheld gaming and younger generations' expertise in building their own gaming PCs, and of course, as well, it's just hard. But also on the big high level of this, is that gaming as a whole has grown like $500 billion running up, and that means that it made more than the entire worldwide movie and music industry, which is crazy. So every movie, all music, video games have made more. But I'm a video gamer myself, that makes sense. So video gaming is flourishing. Everyone has PCs now, or consoles, and it's just kind of everyone has Wi-Fi, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, which is great. And at the same time, they're estimating that maybe in the next few years, $700 billion a year might be the overall profit, which is insane. But at the same exact time, it may eventually taper off. We're kind of in like a big bubble where a lot of these very expensive games they're out there, yes, but we're not able to make as many every single year. So we'll have to kind of go and see. But either way, it's flourishing. It's doing great. But the one big thing is Xbox really hasn't been doing well. But they've switched to Game Pass, and they're trying to go and sell Call of Duty. They bought Activision, you know, like sell Call of Duty the game. And well, it's intriguing, and well, people are saying like the rising tide should go lift all of these boats. unless you're aboard Microsoft, which once again kind of leads towards the death of Xbox, which sucks. I mean, they're still going to be around. We've talked about a lot, but it does kind of seem like it's tapering off. Because most people are on PlayStation, people can still be Xbox loyalists, but even those people are kind of turning, and they're kind of saying it was meant to be an upgrade from the Xbox One in every way. But their advancements have yet to be truly enticing, and like it's, you know, the consoles are kind of just laying flat. Like it's basically a PlayStation 5 reskin with less games and Game Pass, and we've covered this up so much more. But apparently now they've only sold 2.5 million units across the entire year, and the PlayStation 5 sold the same figure just in that same first quarter of 2024 instead. There is also the allegations that Xbox is supposedly closing down departments that are handling manufacturing and like having games physically, and it just kind of seems like that's another big way where Xbox is kind of moving on out. Same with PlayStation a little bit, although we have still been seeing physical games coming out, but it stinks. Like even Forza itself is not coming out on a physical rendition on the PlayStation 5 itself. Either way though, they're basically saying that Xbox pretty much surrendered. And I've kind of made some of these videos on my channel too, and I'd probably say I'd agree. They went for Activision, they went for Bethesda, they're going to start selling Starfield games out over here too, and maybe even a brand new Oblivion game too as well, because they've actually been hearing a lot of rumors that there's going to be a brand new Oblivion remake over here in the next few weeks maybe, which I would absolutely play this, and we've had Skyrim remastered 15 times. That also probably doesn't help in the console wars, but still, at the end of the day. But they're saying that Xbox is like done. Like they moved on. I kind of agree, and they just don't even care. And they basically have already surrendered. And I'd probably agree. Honestly, I'd probably go and agree. And so let's say the estimated prices Xbox expect to be asked to pay to put AAA games like Grand Theft Auto 5 for around $15 million per month, or Star Wars Jedi Survivor $300 million on the subscription service. Xbox is taking such costs seriously. Demonstrates the company's consolidation of cloud gaming is a key direction moving forward. Basically saying that no matter what, that we've covered on the channel, that it's just gonna happen. They're going to go to Game Pass. They're going to make cloud gaming. That's just, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. It's no longer a console. There is no console war. It's done. They're done. Like Xbox is moving on, which is kind of sounds like a sad X, but it's kind of true. And well, they're like, hey man, it's not going to be only limited to a box on your TV, which I think is still good. We could touch on this even this week, where it just is, it is a good thing. Like they're trying to move on. They're trying to like just do something different. They lost to PlayStation. It is what it is. You look at the numbers, you look at the sales, but like they don't always have to necessarily lose per se. But maybe they're just taking a different path, you know? Like maybe you go and realize that maybe your random gas station isn't doing so well, see it turn into a 7-Eleven, and then that's not doing well because who's really paying $18 for a sandwich, and then you go and you maybe make it to like, say, I don't know, like a Qdoba or whatever, and then you finally go and hit your stride. While the random McDonald's across the street just got bigger and bigger and bigger, well, at least at that point, you're kind of servicing the different customers, and maybe people don't always are in the mood for like a burger and fries, maybe they want to have something a little healthy. Like it's okay, like you're just kind of switching gears. And it's not always the end of the day. Like it is the end of the console wars, it kind of seems as we know it, but at the end of the day, it still is a good vibe and you're still able to make money and be relevant. And then, you know, maybe at a certain point you go even do a collaboration, you go bring some burritos on over to McDonald's, you know, and like you kind of scratch each other's backs. Like it's okay. But one big thing to note though is on the mobile gaming stores. We've heard that Microsoft wants to make their own mobile gaming stores out there on the Microsoft stores, so they don't have to pay these cuts from like Apple and iOS or Samsung fees or Google's fees or whatever it might be. And they have a chance to go maybe make their own mobile games and put that on laptops and with Game Pass and try to make a lot of money. So at the end of the day, they might even be completely almost ditching a console to focus on PC and mobile. And those have been the two departments that have been growing quite heavily. And long term, we do know that consoles are potentially going to be obsolete in the future. Who knows? Like maybe in 20 years, who really knows? Some people are now saying that there is still a niche for it. Some people are saying there isn't. I mean, it's kind of a big 50-50 at the end of the day. So they're saying, why is it pivoting? Well, because, yeah, there's been 3.3 billion estimated video gamers and over around 2 billion of them play on a mobile device. So if they can go and make this segue and get off of consoles and play this Xbox as everything, and put on PC, put it on phones, bro, you could be cooking. Like that's 2 billion people. And as the world expands more and more people get access to internet and power and phones, you could have a potential 3 billion people that might be on Game Pass. Now in India, it might be a little bit lower for the prices, but still if you're paying for the servers, it may not be the worst vibe, especially people playing like Clash of Clans and Candy Crush and Call of Duty Mobile, etc. So maybe at the end of the day, the console war is almost maybe a good thing for Xbox. Like, maybe it's okay if they lose their console war because, well, Xbox is doing all right. It's not bad, but it's not good. But like this kind of lets them be like, well, we lost. Let's go and focus on cloud gaming. Let's focus on Game Pass more. Maybe they'll even make a better product in the future. And that might actually be a good thing at the end of the day. But they're saying over here too for the younger generations, the Gen Zs, the Gen Alphas, basically they will spend a lot of money, and they spent $92.5 billion, around half of the money overall at, well, on mobile gaming. And then consoles are only 50 billion, or 27%. That also has dropped to as well. So they're kind of saying like mobile's growing. We're making more money on mobile. So why not focus on mobile a little bit more? And at the same time, too, Asian markets have been growing more for gaming, not so much in consoles. Same with China, Japan, India. They're more on mobile because it's more accessible. You get a phone. It's just a nice vibe. And this is kind of a weird, intriguing strategy shift for Xbox. Now, we haven't seen PlayStation trying to do this too. We've seen them launch games on Steam. We've seen them launch mobile gaming, and they keep on saying they want to focus on it more. So we'll see what PlayStation's iterations might be, or more mobiles, or whatever it might be as well, like a PSP 2. But it's intriguing to see that this console war kind of led to so much different stuff. And they're also saying that phones are not the only platform drawing away from consoles, which we also do have things like PC. There's been 59 million new PC players, which you can play on Game Pass and utilize Game Pass on the cloud on your PC or your laptop or whatever it might be. So it does kind of seem like the console wars are ending, yeah, but it gets a little bit more interesting because it shows that Xbox is maybe making the early steps for the future. If they're planning for the future, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road, and maybe that might be the right play. Like, I mean, we've talked about this a lot extensively, but like maybe sometimes you just have to know when to call it. You got to know when to fold them, and this might be them folding, but they're also investing in the future, which mobile and PC has the figure numbers behind it, and Microsoft also has all the tie-ins with, like, PCs. They have Windows, or they have the cloud gaming, they have all the servers, AI, and have all that type of stuff too, so just because they've invested so much money in open AI in the first place. So more AI, the better. So it's very intriguing to go and see all these numbers that basically they're like, hey, well, we'll just go and spend a bunch of money on Game Pass and let's see what happens. Because they're also even saying too that the PlayStation 5, although won the console war, technically only has 15 genuine PS5 exclusive games. And I do agree, there's been a lot of remakes, remasters, and I want more brand new IPs, but they're also kind of risky to drop $300 million because then we get another Concord situation, and then everything kind of doesn't go that good. So I guess we'll have to go and see if this risky gamble from PlayStation is going to go and pay off. Like, do they just want to stay as a console company for the rest of their lives with, little accessories thrown on in? Might work out well for them. Look at the Switch. Or is Microsoft making a better play by expanding in the future? Or is it going to be like a win-win on both ends, or PlayStation wins the consoles, and then at the same time they put some music in there, put some Crunchyroll on there, get the weebs out there, while Microsoft focuses on like PC and mobile too as well. And at the end of the day, pretty much everyone has their place, and then Nintendo has the fun family-friendly games, and everyone kind of wins. I'm not really sure, but it's intriguing to see that it does seem like the console war is pretty much tapered off and is pretty much done, and it seems like everyone's finally taking these different directions. So a little bit of a random yap into it, but I'm curious what you guys think down below, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new. We have all the affiliate links down below, the Twitters and Twitches down below, and you guys are all fantastic. I'll talk to you guys all soon.